All right, guys, what a special treat this is. And I feel like there's a bit of a tradition here. Last time I spoke to this man, he was done with sparring with Alex Pereira. This time I'm speaking to him, and he just sparred with Sean Strickland and worked out with him in Sydney. He's, of course, the number 6 ranked Caio Borralho, representing the Fighting Nerds in town for UFC 312 to corner his teammate Bruna Brasil as she takes on Wang Kong on the event as well. Caio, how you enjoying Sydney, man?
Hey, brother, good to talk with you. I'm loving Sydney. The city is so beautiful. The weather is beautiful too. Very happy to be here, cornering as a guest fighter too, and all that. So I'm living the dream. I always wanted to travel the world with my work and all that, and I'm doing this. So I'm loving it.
Dude, that's awesome, man. Hey, before we even get into your experience at UFC 312, I got to ask you, did you watch the Israel Imavov fight over the weekend?
Actually, in, while the fight was going, I just got out of the plane here in Australia, and I got to see the second round, and it didn't take too long. It was like I think it was like 1 minute, 1.5, something like that. But I heard that Easy was doing very good on the feet. Did a very very good first round. People saying that he might won the first round and all that, but he got clipped. So I saw the fight. I think Imavov is doing a great job, and I think he's a very tough guy, and maybe a possible opponent.
Mm. Yeah, you're right. He was doing really well in the first round, and then Imavov was able to find a gap and land his shot. It was pretty shocking, man. I know people were saying, you were supposed to fight Israel, that didn't pan out, but were you expecting Imavov to beat Israel in this kind of fashion? Did you think he would be able to do this?
No, I thought Israel were going to pick him up for like 3, 4 rounds and then maybe lose 1 round or something like that. But I
Mm.
thought Izzy would be more like on point to get hit and all that. But I think he was good on hitting somebody, but wasn't that good when he gets hit. I think he might be a little bit off uh, on the fight time. Like the sparring time and all that. Maybe he's not in his prime for sure, but you know, uh, it's hard to say, because the guy's been the GOAT for so long, being so good for so long. It's hard to see the guy losing that way, but
Mm.
I think he missed. I think he did a wrong choice when he switched the stance too close to Imavov, because when you switch the stance, you need to be a little bit far away from the guy so you can adjust and the guy can adjust too. But I think he changed he switched his stance so close to Imavov, and he didn't got time to adapt, and then he got clipped.
Mm. It's interesting because Israel, he was the best striker in the division for such a long time, right? He was ahead of everybody in the game when it came to leg kicks and feints, and he was very innovative. But it felt like over time the competition slowly caught up to him. There was a lot of fights that he had, so you can learn the fight footage, and obviously there's age as well. He's deciding whether or not what he's gonna do next. He's a legend. He's entitled to do whatever he wants at this point. But do you see
Yes.
him having another run? Do you think that this might be it? Do you think he fights again? What do you think the future holds for Israel?
I think he might fight again. I don't think he can have a run to the title again, because three losing streak. I don't think uh, if he gets the win the next one, I don't think he deserves the title, even though like he's one of the goats and all that. But I think the division is like renewing, with the fighters, another level of fighters, and I think the time in the MMA that people that were good only in one subject of the game. I think the time is passing. I think now the time of MMA is the time of people that are complete, that are well rounded, and I think he misses a little bit on that, and maybe he cannot find a space again in the MMA competition like he used to. So yeah, I don't think he's gonna have a run again for the title. But I think he can do fun fights. I think he can do big fights. Still a big name, one of the best
Mm,
to ever do it. So I think he can keep getting money. But I don't think he can be champion again.
mm. I got to ask,
Mhm.
man, Imavov, right? He's saying he wants the title shot next. What do you think should happen after DDP and Strickland? Who do you think should get the next title shot?
Oh, it's so messy, the division right now. That's me, him, and Khamzat waiting for this title or something like
Mm,
that. I think I might need one more, but if it's just because he beat easy. But if you go on record and the guys that I beat and the guy that he beat, taking off Adesanya, of course, I think I'm on a 7-win streak. I think there's no one in the division that has more straight wins than me. And I think if maybe the fight to make is me and Imavov next. I don't know what the UFC wants, but I think it makes sense. He's on five winning streak. I'm on 7 winning streak. He's ahead of me in the rankings. I think we can fight to see who is the number one contender. But the UFC does know what he's doing, and I believe in that. And I'm just waiting for the opportunity. If this opportunity comes against Imavov, I will be very happy with it. If it's not, I think I'm one fight away for the title. So uh, let's see how it
mm.
goes. I think
Is
I
he?
think it can be a good fight.
Yeah, is he at the top of your list now? Because I know you wanted Robert Whitaker before. Is he at the top of your list now, Imavov? Is he the number one option for you?
I think so. I think actually Imavov and Whitaker, they are in the same position for me right now. Because Imavov might deserve more to fight me. I don't know if I'm sounding right, but I think Imavov can be a great fight. But I think Whitaker can be a great fight too. So whoever the UFC decides me to go, I'm ready.
Mm. Just give me a little taste of it. How do you see yourself matching up with Imavov? How do you see that fight going?
He's very fast with his hands. His 1-2 is very fast. And he starts sometimes very very strong the rounds, but I think if it's a 5-round fight, I think he might get tired with my pace and my rhythm on him. I for sure need to get a little bit aware of his right hand because he comes very fast, and in this sport the 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 speed and the timing beats everything. So I think we can have two great close rounds, maybe three, but in the fourth or fifth, I think I can push him a little bit more and maybe get the finish, but for sure get the victory.
Mm. I know you represent the fighting nerds, but I'm always amazed because whenever I bring anyone up in middleweight, you already know, all right, this guy has this. He does this. He does this stance. This is what I would. Are you just
Yeah.
constantly studying all the guys in the rankings? Is that what you do usually?
Yes. I study everybody.
Uh, how can I say some it's like I have everything noted, about everyone, like in top 6, 7. I know everything they do. I study a lot. I know their patterns and all that. I used to say a very good quote. It's like I'm a fighting nerd. I do my homework, and when the test comes, I take an A+. So I need to keep studying and get my A+ sometime.
Now, Kai, I got to ask you, man. I saw on Instagram you did some sparring with Sean Strickland today, man. It's funny because you say you're the student of the game. You've sparred with Khamzat. You've sparred with Alex Pereira. Like, you're constantly trying to find the best guys and go in the room and learn and surround yourself with them. How did this come together? How did you and Sean link up?
Oh, me and Sean, we linked up for since my debut in the UFC. I went to Extreme Couture and I went to train that. He treated me like one of them, and since then I can go anytime that I train, anytime if I have a fight, they give me the octagon and all that. So he's a very nice guy and a very true guy, very real guy. And we linked up before my debut in the UFC, and I went there several times. So we've been training together for so long. Every time that I go in Vegas, we do a lot of great rounds, a lot of death match, as he likes to say. And but actually today was a grappling day, and we did some grappling rounds. And of course, I'm here helping him. And tomorrow we're gonna do a sparring session, like a 5 round sparring session. For sure, we're not gonna be doing any crazy thing, anything like, but we're gonna spar, and you know how it works when we train and spar with Strickland. He always likes to come forward and pick you apart. So I think it'll be fun tomorrow. But anyway, I'm here to help him. Like if he needs my help, for sure I'm gonna push him. I'm gonna be on his face. I'm gonna try to like win the rounds and all that. But I know that I'm here helping him to become a champ, and maybe after that we can fight.
Yeah, because it's funny because you mentioned, you're coming in, you're going to be close to your weight just in case you could be the backup fighter, just in case anything happens. But then here you are as well, helping Sean Strickland, getting him ready for Dricus du Plessis. Isn't that hilarious? By the way, has the UFC said anything to you about that? Like, do you have to weigh in at all? Are they still going to let you potentially be a backup? Not at all.
No, I'm not a backup. I came here as a guest fighter, and I came here to corner Bruna Brasil, that is fighting on Saturday against Wang Kong, the Chinese girl. So I'm here cornering her and as a guest fighter too. And but I said right away to all my interviews and all that I'm gonna be ready, on weight and all this too, if something happens. But actually, I got here, and I know Strickland is very good. I think he's gonna make weight. His weight is good. I don't think he's gonna go, happen something. He's gonna get out of the fight, and I don't think Dricus too. So I think the both is gonna fight. I'm not a backup fighter, so I'm not. I cannot make weight and all that. I'm okay, Just want those guys to, I'm rooting for Sean, but just want those guys to have a great war, great fight, and the best man wins.
You got to Australia and you had a look at the food and you were like, I don't think I'm gonna stay low for this. You're like, look at that. It's a hot day. I'll have a couple of beers over there. Oh, what's that? It's a pizza. The food in Sydney is unbelievable. For people that don't know, in Australia, the food's on another level. Let me ask you this, dude. The first fight with Sean Strickland and DDP was extremely close, right? With the judges, when they looked at the fight, DDP was moving forward. He was throwing a lot of shots. But when you look at the replay, Sean was actually avoiding a lot of those shots. A lot of the shots didn't land. He was able to sort of avoid a lot of them. But I guess there was this perception of DDP constantly moving forward. And that's what the judges looked at the end of the day. With this fight, how do you see it going? Do you think it's going to be a similar situation where DDP is going to try just throw as many shots as possible to keep that forward pressure and control and to make it look like he's controlling the fight? Or do you think it's going to look a little bit differently now that Sean knows the strategy that DDP is going to bring in there?
Yeah, actually, I think that Sean in their last fight, Sean could do a little bit better, could pressure him a little bit more, moving forward a little bit more, but he chose to back up a little bit sometimes, and maybe that made the referees think that DDP might won the fight. For sure, the fight could be for both of guys. I had Sean winning for 3-2, but I think this time Sean knows that he cannot live like that in the hands of the judges. If he wants to live in the hands of the judges, he needs to be more active. He needs to be on Draco's face all the time. And I don't know how Dracos is gonna behave. I think he might wants to take Strickland down a little bit and try to get him tired and all that. But I don't think he might get him down, but I don't think he's gonna keep Strickland down. Strickland is very hard to maintain in the ground, and I think he might get Dricus a little bit more tired. Actually, every time Dricus get tired, but he's still working good, tired, But I think he can get more tired this time, and Strickland keeps like moving forward a little bit more and stay a little bit more on his style. I see Strickland winning this fight, but I think it's gonna be a close fight.
All right, guys, it's time for a new year and a new you, thanks to our friends at MANSCAPED. Have you sorted all the best products to get you looking good downstairs and all over your body in 2025? Performance Package 5.0 Ultra by MANSCAPED is your secret weapon for stepping into 2025 sharp, clean, and confident. Don't be the guy that rolls into January looking like you just emerged from hibernation. Let the Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra, the Weed Whacker 2.0 handle your overgrowth so you can focus on leveling up. Start 2025 with precision, because the only thing that should be growing this year is your success and not your scruff. Join the 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. Use the code word submission now. Keep this show going. Get 20% off and free shipping today. Performance Package 5.0 Ultra is the all-in-one grooming kit. Of course, I mentioned it before, but I'll say it again. Lawnmower 5.0 Ultra is the best tool you could have. It also comes with the Weed Whacker 2.0 ear and nose hair trimmer. Full aftercare, which helps you treat yourself right with the crop soother and the crop preserver. Keeps you fresh and comfortable and confident, so you're always ready to move forward. And you get some free gift. Kick off the year with a bonus that elevates your routine. The Boxers 2.0, which I love to wear. They're one of the most comfortable boxers you can wear. And the Shed 2.0 toiletry bag, which I take with me everywhere I go. Manscaped has a 30-day money-back guarantee as well, so you can try it risk-free right now. Use the code word submission. Go right now, 20% off and free shipping. And I just want to talk to you guys about SAILY as well. SAILY is an unbelievable app that's going to change the game forever when it comes to travel, and you want to be covered with your phone. Forget lining up at airports and having to get a new SIM, taking your SIM out, keeping it in a little baggie, making sure you don't lose it. Forget all of that. SAILY has you sorted. All you got to do is download the app, choose the amount that you want to spend, what country you want to go to, and boom, like that, you are sorted. I just went to New Zealand. I was absolutely covered. I didn't want to spend the $10 or $20 or $30 a day that I was going to have to spend because of my provider. I put in an amount. It had me covered the entire time, and I even still have data left over because it was so smooth and easy. One of the things I love about SAILY as well that you may not realize is it actually comes with an ad blocker. So if you are watching videos or doing stuff on the internet, why waste your data on ads? The ad blocker has you sorted, and it comes with web protection as well. You know, malware on your device is the last thing you need on your travels, and SAILY gets you sorted and protected too. So why not jump on right now, use the code word submission, get 15% off. All you gotta do is download the app, choose your destination, where you wanna go, the amount of money you wanna spend, activate it on your phone without having to take out your SIM card, without having to line up at airports, without having to re-sign different documents. SAILY has you sorted, whether you need a little bit of data or a lot of data, whatever your plan is, SAILY has you covered wherever you go in the world. Go on right now, check out the app. It's the most seamless and easiest process when it comes to travel eSIMs that you can experience. Use the code word submission, 15% off. Jump on right now. What are you waiting for? Grab your SAILY today. If you're traveling tomorrow, next month, get it sorted today. Use the code word submission while it's still active. It's 15% off. SAILY.com/submission gets you sorted. Try it today, whether it's a lot of data, small amount of data. SAILY has you sorted. Easy, seamless, highly recommended. Now back to the program. It's interesting because Alex Pereira, he's going to be in Sean's corner. And DDP, he wants to fight Alex Pereira at 205 in a couple of fights. It's going to be interesting to see them. You know, all the corners at this event are crazy. You got Alex Volkanovski cornering against Ilia Topuria. You've got Alex Pereira in the corner there with DDP wanting to fight him. It's insane. You got everybody floating around. All you guys are there. There's almost more action in the corners than there is on the fight card. And by the way, I saw you ran into Ilia Topuria and his brother, huh? You ran into him at the gym too.
Yes, I went there. The guys were training there in the UFC gym here around the corner on the hotel. And I'm a big fan of him, you know, his style. He's the nicest guy, you know, very kind. He talked with everybody, you know, talked with us. He very, very kind guy. I gave him fighting air glasses, you know, and he wears it and took photos with it. So it was a good interaction. You know, Ilia is a very great guy. I think it's because of his energy and all that he's a great champ, and he's still in. That's why he's on the top of the sport, you know, because his environment and people that surround him and all that. I think it's a good environment. I got to see today their fight, their training. Both were training there, and I see a lot of people around the cage from their team and helping and doing this and that. I think that's an environment that really make people's champ, and that's why he's the champ, you know.
I'm sorry, just going back because I know I was talking about DDP and Alex. Do you think that they end up fighting one day? Like, would you give DDP much of a shot against Alex at 205?
I don't think he can take Alex. I think Alex can knock him out really fast because he has a lot of openings in his striking, you know. And if you
Mm-hmm.
let some opening like that with a guy like Alex Pereira, I don't think it's a good idea, you know. So I think he might get knocked out very fast. He can get him down and all that, but I think he gets knocked out before that. And I don't know if they're gonna fight or not. No, I think Dricos have only one or two belt defenses. I don't think he deserved to go up and weight and fight Alex Pereira, one of the best in the world, and all that. Uh, if he get like two or three more title defenses, maybe he can go up and face Alex. But I think by this time, Alex might be retired or something like that. I think he's 37, 38, something like that. So I don't know if this fight is ever going to happen. But if it happens, I think Alex knock him out.
And Alex has Ankalaev next, and that's going to be a great fight too.
Great
Dude,
fight.
I was saying how everyone's floating around. Khamzat is going to be there doing seminars and stuff as well. So he'll be at the
Here?
fight. Yeah, in Sydney.
Oh, that's nice.
Are you guys gonna? Do you reckon you might catch up with him? I know you guys used to train together a while back. It'll be fun running into him, right?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna catch up. I'm gonna send him a message, say to him that I'm here, and we're definitely gonna meet to have some interaction and all that. Kanza is a nice guy.
It's just funny because everyone is there just randomly. Like you got Marab there, you just got everyone just hanging around Sydney of all places. Let me ask you this, man, quickly before we wrap up.
Everybody wants to come to Sydney, you know. Everybody.
UFC 312. There's more fighters in the corner and behind the scenes than there are on the card. You're like, what? If this guy's here, why isn't he fighting? No, it's okay. What just put the guy on? We want Caio Borralho, Robert Whittaker. We want this. We want that. It's crazy.
If you go, the purses of the corners are bigger than the purses of the fighters.
Anyway, but whatever. It's just worked out that way. Let me ask you this, man, just quickly. Belal Muhammad, you know, he's had an incredible journey to the welterweight title. He was talking to me maybe about 4 weeks ago, just about the fact that he wants to fight Sean Strickland. He wants to move up to middleweight after a couple of title defenses. I saw he went on social media just the other day. He had some comments for Sean. How do you think Belal would do if he came up to your division?
I think he can do very good because Belal is a very strategic fighter. You know, he's a very high fight IQ, good grappling, and he knows where to put himself, how to move inside the cage and all that. His last fight was a great fight against a tough guy like Leon Edwards, you know, and I think he did very good. He's not a guy that make a lot of mistakes too, you know. He's very, strategic and very, how can I say, he very close. He's very loyal to his fight game, you know, on his fight plan. He's very aware of that. He can use that a lot, and he can adapt a lot in the cage. I think he can do very, very good against top level guys for sure. I don't know against Sean. I don't know. It can be a great fight, but I don't know. I don't know how much he's gonna be on the size and all that in the middleweight division. I think he needs, as you said, to do a little bit 2 or 3 more defenses until he start thinking about moving up, you know. And those guys, they're, fighting each other in the internet for so long. One saying about other guys' trauma, and one say about other guys' religion and country and all that. I'm not into that much, you know. I like to be respectful and all that, but if those guys are just selling a good fight, something like that, I think people are going to love to see this fight, you know.
It's going to be interesting. 2-3 fights from now, you might be the champion, or you might be fighting for the belt. So who knows, maybe your paths will cross as well. Just quickly, man, as we wrap up, Bruna Brasil, she takes on Wang Kong. Tell me, brother, how's she looking? I know you're excited for her big moment in Sydney. How's she looking going into this fight?
Oh, she's looking very good. She did a very great training camp. These last 3 4 weeks was very very good. She got into the strategy and the fight and the way the fight should go for her. And she's just repeating this for so many days. I think when it comes about the time of fighting, I think she's gonna be aware of everything that Kong needs to do. For sure, it's a very, very tough fight. Kong is a very tough girl, great striker and all that. But we are planning something, We are planning something for her, and I think Bruna will do very good. Bruna, the weight is very good too because Bruna is moving up weight. This fight is on flyweight, and she doesn't have to lose a lot of weight, so and it's better because we can focus more in the fight week, and we can focus more on the fight, less on the weight cut.
Awesome, dude. Well, listen, I'm happy to see you having a good time in Sydney. I'll be over there soon. I got something special planned for us. But in the meantime,
Perfect.
guys, make sure to follow the man on socials. And of course, come up and say hi to him when you see him around Sydney. I know there's a lot of Caio fans down there in Australia. I'm always talking to people that love your fighting down here, man. So I can't wait to see you mix it up with them as well. Enjoy your guest fighter position in Sydney, brother, and I'll see you soon.
Oh yeah, definitely, brother. Thank you so much for the space for be talking with you. I'm loving Sydney, and to all the fans that want to meet up, want to have a photo, or autograph, or anything like that. I'm in the Hilton here in Sydney. Just come here, stay on the lobby, and when I go down, I see everybody. I take photos with everybody. I love this love that the MMA community brings to me. It's very nice. It's very warm. And I would love to meet some of you guys, take some photos and all that. So thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Submission Radio, and I talk to you soon, my brother.
Okay, Brahaya, running for Prime Minister in Australia. You got my word, brother. I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.